the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf. On the visitors' sideline, a look at their head coach. These guys sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. And on the Bison sideline, look at their head coach. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Hewitt, and everybody just about set. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400, and he was still driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With this mindset, well, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Catch made over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. We're going to run on first down with Corum. This is ahead for about 5. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
A give to Corum. Nice little run there. Gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and...
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Bro finds his back. It's Corum. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Allen. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A 6-yard gain.
Third and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he runs it across. Touchdown! These guys finish up an excellent opening series. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and took great care of the football. And, of course, who cares less about those two numbers? It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
That's good.
On play action with darts. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And he'll get this up to his own 44. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's darts. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing now off the play action. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Like turning them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means first down.
Is a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down throw for Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Allen on the play action. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He keeps it himself. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So first down from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Give to Corum from the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second down run by Corum. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
That's a short gain of 1, and that's going to bring up first down.
That's another first down. A gain of a yard. And a first down.
They give up the middle to Corum. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And he is in. Touchdown. These guys take a 13-0 lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darts looking to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
He dumps it underneath. Pollard. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 2-score game early. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. On 1st and 10, here's Darts. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. Finds Pollard on the check down. This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
That's another Omaha.
Going on 1st down, it's Darts. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Man in motion here. On the draw, the give to Pollard. He's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Omaha. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On 1st down, here's Darts. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun this time, here's Darts. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Bisons make it a 1-score game in the first half. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bisons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Now Allen off the play action. Down the field. He's got Pierce. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. Results in a first down.
On the handoff, it's Corum. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 7 yards.
Allen on 3rd and short. That's on target to Pierce. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives him the first.
That's good for a first down. A gain of 12. Result is a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To the air again, Allen. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Third and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. Throwing out to the left. Got him. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Setting up 2nd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, then no.
Comes up empty on that one. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
I'll try with Corum. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And these guys double their lead to 14.
Bison 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bisons and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. I'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They give on 2nd to Pollard. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Running back sent in motion. 3rd down now. Here's Dart. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, here's Dart. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Right back to Chase. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Bisons making a one-score game in the first half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bisons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Visitors 21, Bisons 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bisons and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
2nd and 3 now.
Washington. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that, that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Darts out of the shotgun. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Daniel Whelan on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Finds him over the middle. This gets forward to around the 29. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Bisons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here goes Dart to the air. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 25-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
He's got Washington. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Dart setting in the throw here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one connects. Touchdown. The Bisons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Bisons cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
28. Bisons 21.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. It's a designated keeper for Allen. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey around the NFL starts now. 2 AFC North teams with no love lost. And this is the running back for the visitors. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And it's Bo Nix, 12 yards on the touchdown. The Armadillos wind up taking this one by a touchdown. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And here is Joe Mixon. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Lumberjacks get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. One play action with Darts. He's going to keep it this time.
Positive with that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
They'll run now on second down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Christian Wilkins.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Throw here, third down. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
43 yards. That's good.
They get to Pollard from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Darts looking to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Out of the gun this time. Here's Darts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at fourth and long. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. This offense ready to get going again now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Finds his back. It's Cole. And he's going to be hit. Sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. Play action now with Allen. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The offense headed back to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Darts. This is Reed working the right side. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard
Send the tight end in
line.
motion. Quick one to the outside by Darts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
Omaha. First down.
On first down, here's Darts. Caught by his back here. It's Pollard. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
A gain of That's another Omaha first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, he's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And the stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
That's another Omaha first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw, here's Dart. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Bisons take a 3rd-quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. That one splits the uprights. And the Bisons push their lead to 3.
31. Visitors 28.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this one to Pierce. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. And
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Allen fires out wide, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Allen on 3rd and short. That's on target to Pierce. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. Results in a 1st down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 2nd and 3 now.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, a carry by Corum. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
That's another 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
To number 18.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the
Corum straight ahead. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
20-yard line.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Allen.
At the 17-yard line.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bisons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They send a tight end in motion. Johnson up the middle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Darts back to throw. That's Reed on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for an Omaha. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. The middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another run here for Pollard on 2nd down. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back to back stops.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And then
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
Omaha. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Restart now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
They send a man in motion. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Omaha 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
And up to Johnson out of his own read. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
Following the penalty, Brock, an easier go now. Second down and just 2. Darts out of the shotgun. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Bisons parlay the interception into points. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Bisons make it a 10-point ball game.
Visitors 28.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. But a state of urgency, got to be at sky high right now.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Gives to Corum from the gun. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He was brought down at the 26.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Air it out on 3rd. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
A gain of 14.
Pressure coming. It's Allen. Get some space around midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 12. Result is a
First down throw for Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, Allen to the air. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Gain on the play. And it's
To the air again. Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run for it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Offense up to the line fast.
on the play. That's another first down. A gain of 13.
They're going to run on first down with Corum. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. Offense in the hurry-up here.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5.
Allen looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Allen now on first down. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. And we've got to regroup for 2nd down. Allen going to throw again. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 3rd.
The throw again, it's Allen. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Working quickly here.
A loss of 2 yards.
Desperation time here on 4th. And end zone for the touchdown. These guys make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like the receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bisons and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They're on the counter to Pollard, and he gets up for a gain of about 4. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And the defense choosing not to let the 2-minute warning arrive just yet. They're going to call time. 2:06 left in our contest. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Dart setting in the throw here. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And just a couple seconds before the 2-minute warning, the defense calls a timeout.
At the 40-yard line.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here's Pollard. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here from Omaha. Bisons holding on to a field goal lead. On 3rd down, Pollard. He will have the first down there, and they can start celebrating now. That's going to lock up this victory for them. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a design run. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. Yeah. Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.